Hello, welcome to the channel Our Day Stories. Sit back and listen to a new story. But don't forget to subscribe and like it.
Alina Adams was wrapping up her shift at the hospital when her phone buzzed with an incoming call. Glancing at the screen, she saw that it was her husband, Richard Cruz. It was unusual for him to call her during her working hours, so a sense of curiosity mixed with worry gripped her heart. "Hey Richard, is everything okay?" Alina answered, her voice filled with concern. "Hey Alina, I need you to come home early today. There's something important I want to discuss with you," Richard replied, his tone serious. Alina's mind raced with possibilities as she packed up her things. What could be so urgent that Richard couldn't wait until she got home? The drive back home seemed longer than usual as thoughts and questions swirled in her mind. Meanwhile, at Richard's childhood home, Dolores Shanklin, Richard's overprotective mother, happened to be passing by his study when she overheard a fragment of Richard's conversation with Alina. Her heart skipped a beat as she caught the words "serious conversation" and "important." Consumed by concern, Dolores assumed the worst and immediately jumped to conclusions, fearing for her son's happiness and well-being. Ignoring her racing heart, Dolores rushed to her car and sped towards Richard and Alina's home, oblivious to the potential misunderstanding that was brewing. Her mind was clouded with worries, and she couldn't shake off the nagging feeling that something was terribly wrong. Back at their cozy house, Alina entered the room to find Richard deep in thought, his brows furrowed with a mix of anxiety and anticipation. Alina's heart raced with both excitement and trepidation as she settled beside him, waiting for him to share his news. Just as Richard opened his mouth to speak, the door swung open with a bang. Startled, Alina turned her head to see Dolores bursting into the room, her face flushed with anxiety and her eyes filled with worry. "What's going on? What did you say to Alina?" Dolores screamed, her voice filled with a mixture of anger and concern. Alina and Richard exchanged bewildered glances, completely taken aback by Dolores's unexpected intrusion and outburst. Alina's mind raced, trying to make sense of the situation unfolding before her. She had no clue what Dolores was talking about. Tensions escalated as Dolores pointed an accusing finger at Alina. "How could you betray Richard like this, after everything he's done for you?" Dolores exclaimed, her voice trembling with anger. Alina's eyes widened in shock and hurt. She tried to speak, but her words caught in her throat as she struggled to find an explanation for Dolores's accusations. Before she could utter a single word, Dolores interrupted her, refusing to listen. Suzanne Wall, Alina's best friend and confidant, arrived at the chaotic scene, having heard the commotion from the living room. She rushed to Alina's side, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Dolores, please calm down," Suzanne pleaded, her voice filled with compassion. "Let Alina explain before jumping to conclusions." Dolores turned her attention to Susan, her eyes filled with anguish. "I heard the conversation Richard had with Alina on the phone. He said it was something serious, something important," Dolores cried. "How can you defend her when she's clearly betrayed my son?" Richard finally managed to gather his thoughts amidst the chaos, realizing the gravity of the situation. He stepped forward, his voice steady yet tinged with frustration. "Dolores, please listen. The serious conversation I wanted to have with Alina had nothing to do with betrayal or anything negative," Richard explained, his eyes locked with his mother's. "I wanted to talk to Alina about our anniversary. I had planned a surprise romantic getaway to celebrate our love and reaffirm our commitment to each other." A mix of surprise and relief washed over Alina's face as Richard's words sank in. She glanced at Suzanne, silently thanking her for her support. Dolores, on the other hand, looked taken aback, her anger slowly subsiding. I didn't know," Dolores stammered, her voice filled with remorse. I assumed the worst, and I acted impulsively. I'm sorry, Alina." Alina, still hurt by Dolores' accusations, nodded silently, her eyes brimming with unshed tears. The weight of the misunderstanding hung heavily in the room, but Richard's words had started to bridge the gap. Richard approached Dolores, his voice filled with understanding and love. "Mom, I know you care deeply for me, and I appreciate your concern. But jumping to conclusions without knowing the full story only causes unnecessary pain and misunderstandings." Dolores's eyes glistened with tears as she realized the impact of her impulsive actions. She reached out to Alina, her voice filled with genuine remorse. "Alina, I'm truly sorry for accusing you without knowing the truth. I was just worried about my son's happiness." Alina looked into Dolores's eyes, seeing the sincerity in her words. She took a deep breath, finding the strength to forgive. "Dolores, I understand your concerns, but trust is important in any relationship. Let's try to communicate openly and give each other the benefit of the doubt." Suzanne, standing by their side, nodded in agreement. Misunderstandings happen, but what matters is how we learn and grow from them. We're all here because we care about Richard and Alina's happiness. With the tension beginning to ease, Richard took a step closer to Alina, his hand reaching out to hers. "Alina, I never intended for our special moment to be overshadowed by this misunderstanding. I love you and I want us to celebrate our anniversary together, just as we had planned." Alina's eyes softened as she looked at Richard, feeling a renewed sense of love and understanding between them. She squeezed his hand gently, offering a small smile. "I love you too, Richard. Let's focus on our anniversary and the joy it brings." Dolores, witnessing the genuine connection between her son and Alina, felt a mix of emotions. She realized that her overprotectiveness had caused more harm than good. Determined to make amends, she spoke softly, her voice filled with sincerity. "Richard, Alina, I promise to trust in your love and give you both the space you need to grow as a couple. I'm truly sorry for the pain I've caused." Richard's eyes welled up with tears of gratitude as he embraced his mother, their bond strengthening in that moment. Alina watched the heartfelt exchange, her heart filled with hope for a better future. Suzanne, ever the supportive friend, smiled at the scene before her. "Love and understanding can mend even the deepest wounds. Let's move forward with open hearts and clear communication." In the following days, Richard, Alina, Dolores, and Suzanne embarked on a journey of healing and growth. They committed themselves to better communication, seeking to understand one another's perspectives and address any concerns or misunderstandings before they could escalate. Dolores, realizing the importance of trusting her son's judgment and respecting his choices, gradually let go of her overprotective nature. She made a conscious effort to give Richard and Alina the space they needed to nurture their relationship and make their own decisions. Alina and Richard, fueled by their love and the lessons learned from the misunderstanding, deepened their bond. They dedicated time to celebrate their anniversary, cherishing the romantic getaway Richard had planned. It served as a reminder of the strength of their commitment and the resilience of their love. Susan continued to be a pillar of support for Alina, offering a listening ear and words of wisdom whenever needed. Their friendship grew stronger through the challenges they faced together, and Suzanne's presence served as a reminder that Alina was never alone. As time went on, the wounds from the misunderstanding began to heal, replaced by a newfound trust and understanding among the four of them. Dolores actively worked on building a healthier relationship with Alina, realizing that her son's happiness was intertwined with Alina's well-being. Family gatherings became more harmonious, with open conversations and shared laughter. Dolores and Alina discovered common ground, finding joy in their shared love for Richard and their mutual desire for his happiness. Richard and Alina, now equipped with improved communication skills, approached their marriage with a deeper sense of commitment and empathy. They learned to express their needs and concerns openly, addressing any issues that arose promptly and respectfully. Suzanne, witnessing the transformation within the family, felt a sense of fulfillment in her role as a supportive friend. She saw the positive impact of her guidance and was grateful to have played a part in their journey towards a stronger, more loving relationship. Months turned into years, and the bond between Alina, Richard, Dolores, and Suzanne continued to flourish. They weathered life's ups and downs together, supporting each other through various milestones and challenges. Alina's career as a nurse blossomed, and Richard achieved great success in his software engineering profession. They celebrated each other's achievements, always serving as each other's biggest cheerleaders. Dolores, having embraced a more trusting and supportive role, witnessed her son's happiness and realized that her fears had been unfounded. She found solace in the fact that Alina brought immense joy and love into Richard's life. Suzanne, who had remained a constant presence throughout their journey, saw her own life evolve as well. She met someone special and embarked on her own path of love and happiness, grateful for the lessons she had learned from her experiences with Alina and Richard. Years later, Alina and Richard welcomed their first child into the world, filling their lives with even more love and joy. Dolores, now a doting grandmother, couldn't contain her excitement and showered the little one with endless affection. The arrival of their child deepened the bond between Alina and Richard, reminding them of the beautiful journey they had embarked on together. They cherished the precious moments as a family, knowing that their love had grown stronger through the challenges they had faced. Dolores, now fully embracing her role as a grandmother, found fulfillment in nurturing and guiding the newest addition to their family. She marveled at the love that radiated within their home, grateful for the opportunity to witness the growth of her son's family. Susan, now a trusted friend and honorary aunt to their child, remained an integral part of their lives. The bond between Susan and Alina had only grown stronger over the years as they supported each other through the joys and trials of motherhood. As their child grew, Alina and Richard continued to prioritize open communication and nurturing their relationship. They made it a point to carve out quality time for each other, cherishing date nights and weekend getaways, keeping their love alive amidst the beautiful chaos of parenthood. Dolores, having witnessed the growth and strength of Alina and Richard's relationship, felt a profound sense of gratitude. She had come a long way from her initial fears and doubts, and now she saw firsthand the love and stability that Alina brought to their family. Family gatherings became cherished moments filled with laughter, stories, and shared meals. The bond between the generations grew deeper as Dolores passed down family traditions and wisdom to the next generation, ensuring that their legacy would live on. Suzanne, as a constant presence in their lives, continued to offer her unwavering support and guidance. She became a beloved aunt figure to their child, providing a loving and nurturing presence outside of their immediate family. Life continued to unfold with its share of joys and challenges. Alina and Richard faced the inevitable hurdles that came their way, but their foundation of love, trust, and open communication remained unshakable. Alina's compassion as a nurse extended beyond the hospital walls as she dedicated herself to various charitable endeavors, making a positive impact on the lives of others. Richard, too, used his skills in software engineering to develop innovative solutions that helped improve the lives of people around the world. Dolores, having witnessed the growth and strength of her son and daughter-in-law's relationship, couldn't help but feel immense pride. She realized that her initial concerns were unfounded, and Alina had brought a beautiful light into their family. Suzanne, while navigating her own personal journey, remained a constant pillar of support for Alina and Richard. They continued to share laughter, tears, and the wisdom that comes from a deep and enduring friendship. As the years went by, Alina and Richard's child grew into a compassionate and caring individual, influenced by the love and values instilled in them by their parents. The family thrived in an environment of love, support, and open communication, fostering an atmosphere where everyone felt heard and understood. Alina's career continued to flourish, and she found fulfillment in making a difference in the lives of her patients. Richard's dedication and hard work paid off, leading to advancements in his profession and providing a comfortable life for their family. Dolores, now a wise and beloved matriarch, took great joy in watching her family thrive. She celebrated each milestone, from birthdays to graduations, with pride and gratitude for the love that surrounded them. Suzanne, having found her own path to happiness, remained an integral part of their lives. Her friendship with Alina and Richard remained steadfast, a constant source of support and shared adventures. As Alina and Richard entered a new phase of their lives, with their child now grown and independent, they reflected on their journey together. They marveled at how far they had come, the challenges they had overcome, and the love that had only grown stronger with time. With newfound freedom, Alina and Richard embarked on new adventures, exploring their passions and deepening their connection. They traveled the world, immersing themselves in different cultures and embracing the beauty of life together. Dolores, now in her golden years, cherished the precious moments spent with her family. She saw the legacy of love she had helped cultivate in her son's family and knew that her role as a mother and grandmother had made a lasting impact. Suzanne, too, found her own path of fulfillment and happiness, but remained an ever-present friend to Alina and Richard. Their bond of friendship continued to thrive, rooted in the shared experiences and unwavering support they had provided one another. As the years passed, Alina and Richard aged gracefully, their love deepening with each passing day. They faced the inevitable challenges that come with growing older, but they did so hand in hand, finding solace and strength in their enduring commitment. Their home became a gathering place for their loved ones, filled with laughter, stories, and the warmth of a tightly knit family. Their child, now with a family of their own, carried on the values instilled in them, creating a ripple effect of love and compassion in the world. Dolores, having lived a life filled with love and purpose, looked upon her family with a heart full of contentment. She knew that the love she had witnessed and nurtured would continue to flourish in the generations to come. Suzanne, though miles apart, remained connected to Alina and Richard, their friendship standing the test of time. Their bond served as a reminder of the beauty of true friendship, an unwavering support system that had seen them through every season of life. As time went on, Alina and Richard aged gracefully, their love deepening with each passing day. They faced the inevitable challenges that come with growing older, but they did so hand in hand, finding solace and strength in their enduring commitment. Their home became a gathering place for their loved ones, filled with laughter, stories, and the warmth of a tightly knit family. Their child, now with a family of their own, carried on the values instilled in them, creating a ripple effect of love and compassion in the world. Dolores, having lived a life filled with love and purpose, looked upon her family with a heart full of contentment. She knew that the love she had witnessed and nurtured would continue to flourish in the generations to come. Suzanne, though miles apart, remained connected to Alina and Richard, their friendship standing the test of time. Their bond served as a reminder of the beauty of true friendship, an unwavering support system that had seen them through every season of life. As the years passed, Alina and Richard embraced their twilight years with grace and gratitude. They spent their days reflecting on the rich tapestry of memories they had woven together, finding comfort in the love that had carried them through a lifetime. With each passing year, Alina and Richard found new ways to enjoy their time together. They took leisurely walks in the park, hand in hand, reminiscing about their adventures and cherishing the simple beauty of nature. They also continued to nurture their individual passions. Alina volunteered at a local community center, offering her nursing expertise to those in need. Richard, with his wealth of knowledge and experience, mentored aspiring young software engineers, passing on his wisdom to the next generation. Their dedication to giving back to their community inspired those around them, creating a ripple effect of kindness and generosity. Their love extended beyond the confines of their own relationship, leaving a lasting impact on the lives of others. As they grew older, Alina and Richard faced health challenges that tested their strength and resilience, but they faced them together, supporting each other with unwavering love and unwavering faith. In their later years, Alina and Richard made the decision to downsize their home and move to a peaceful retirement community. They embraced this new chapter with open hearts, knowing that it would provide them with a supportive and vibrant environment as they navigated the complexities of aging. The retirement community quickly became a place of connection and friendship as Alina and Richard formed deep bonds with their neighbors. They participated in various activities and events, sharing stories and laughter, and creating a sense of belonging in their new community. Their children and grandchildren remained a constant source of joy and love in their lives. Family gatherings became cherished occasions filled with warmth and the knowledge that their legacy would live on through the generations they had nurtured and raised. Dolores, now in her twilight years, continued to be a source of wisdom and guidance for her family. Her presence and love served as a reminder of the strong foundation that had been built through the years, providing a sense of continuity and strength. Suzanne, although miles away, remained connected to Alina and Richard through frequent visits and heartfelt conversations. The bond they had formed in their youth had only deepened with time, offering solace and support during the inevitable challenges that come with aging. As the seasons changed, Alina and Richard found solace in the simple joys of life. They savored quiet mornings, sipping coffee together, watching the sunrise paint the sky with vibrant hues. They took leisurely strolls through the gardens, their hands still intertwined after all these years. They cherished the memories they had created throughout their journey, flipping through old photo albums that told the story of their love. They found comfort in reliving those precious moments, grateful for the love they had shared and the life they had built together. Alina and Richard became beacons of wisdom and inspiration within their retirement community. Their unwavering love and resilience inspired others to embrace each day with gratitude and to nurture their relationships with kindness and compassion. Dolores, now a treasured elder in their family, continued to impart her wisdom and love to her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Her legacy of family values and devotion lived on through each generation, a testament to the power of familial love. Suzanne, still a steadfast friend, provided unwavering support from afar. Although the miles separated them, their bond remained unbreakable, woven deep into the fabric of their lives. As the sun began to set on their lives, Alina and Richard faced the inevitable with grace and acceptance. They knew that their time together on this earth was drawing to a close, but their love remained as strong as ever. They surrounded themselves with their loved ones, creating a warm and loving atmosphere that embraced them in their final days. Their children and grandchildren held their hands, sharing stories and memories that brought laughter and tears. Alina and Richard took solace in knowing that they had lived a life filled with love, joy, and purpose. They had built a legacy of kindness and compassion that would continue to shine brightly in the hearts of those they had touched. With their spirits intertwined, Alina and Richard took their final breaths, their love transcending the boundaries of time. They left behind a profound legacy of love and a family united by their example. Their passing was not met with sorrow alone, but also with a celebration of the beautiful life they had lived together. Friends and family gathered to honor their memory, sharing stories that illuminated the impact Alina and Richard had made on their lives. In the days that followed, their family found solace in the love and support they shared. They leaned on each other, cherishing the memories and carrying forward the lessons learned from Alina and Richard's extraordinary love story.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the story, write your opinion in the comments.